And coming to you live from the place in the thingy, whatchamacallit. They are hosting the Grand Platypus Open number 9. 9 of these already, can you believe that? I am your host, Yaku of Ducklings. It's gonna be great tonight. I'm gonna start off with Demi Love versus Extinct. I believe we have seen these two players face off before, once, a couple of times, honestly. Just gonna confirm with everybody if we are all good to go. Regardless, should be an interesting CVC nonetheless. Gonna take a quick little second just to set everything up, make sure the players are all comfortable. Alright, a bit of a mistake here. I have forgotten that Extinct is... well, he's somewhere in C. Not particularly certain which region of C. Wait, which region of C? Which country? But does mean that these servers should be on Singapore. The rule of thumb to have is if the closest server is Singapore, we should play on Singapore. Not sure why that rule is into existence. Extinct is Filipino. Or from the Philippines, anyway. Just gonna get this bracket lobby set up. Alright. Extinct is ready. Take a little couple seconds. While this is going on, I should probably remind everybody that the Grand Platypus Open Matcherino codes are live right now. You can put in the exclamation mark Matcherino in chat to put in the code for a free $1 donation down in Matcherino. Alright, we get into our first game. As mentioned before, it will be a ZVZ on World of Sleepers. Seems to be a problem here. No OBS, I didn't account for it. Nope, never mind, just lag. Whew. Whew. I got worried for a sec. But we should now be good to keep going. And speaking of being good to keep going, here we have it in the top right hand corner of the map, spawning in the top right hand corner of the map. Just checking the server, it is Singapore. Beautiful. Singapore is not in the top right hand corner of the map, it's actually like somewhere in the lower half right hand corner of the map, but in the top right hand corner of World of Sleepers we have the Red Zerg, 8-time GPO champion, I believe at this point, and master of the Shark. We have the Red Zerg representing OSC Elite as well as the nation of India. We have Demi. And in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, the Yellow Zerg, representing SC Philippines, or SCX Philippines. We have... representing SCX Philippines, as well as the Philippines, I do believe. Forget me if I'm wrong. We have... Extinct. You heard of the Exoterran, that being innovation, and now this is the Exo Zerg, Exo Extinct. Alright, what are our players up to? Basically mirror builds right now. The exact same pool, no, hatch pool, no, hatch gas pool, my mistake. And we're basically just gonna see a very standard CVC, my favorite, oh boy. Not too much should be going on for the time being, as both players just continue to mass up their units. Suppose this is a good time to start plugging the no, I already did the match arena code. This Discord server. Alright, a little bit of a slight deviation. Demi being the first to get metabolic boost. This could be fairly significant depending on how aggressive Demi wants to be. And we do know that Demi, with his links, can get very, very aggressive. I do believe the Rotterdam quote goes, when Demi's in the lobby, the links come out. There's a reason why he called him the Shark. It's definitely not because of a misinformation or a mistake that was once being made about animal trivia. Nah. It's because he's aggressive with his links. Although now, Extinct gonna actually be the one to start putting on the pressure first. Demi does have his links, but they aren't quite in position yet. I do like taking this third base location as Zerg in CVC. Since, if you know what you're doing, it is fairly easy to defend, but as Demi does show us right here, gonna be chasing these links all the way back home from Extinct. And alright, actually backs off. I was kind of expecting him to go all the way, since he did get his Baneling Nest first. Extinct, he doesn't want to play that game right now, so it's just gonna go straight into that Roach Warren. Also gonna get that nice third base location with the rich Vespene gas. But here we go, Demi now is going to be more and more aggressive. There's a reason why he's called the Shark, but he is not quite ready for this. His Banelings are a while away, but he's going to lure the Lings into a trap, but Extinct does not fall for it. Or does he? Is able to react in time regardless. He's got to be very careful. He does want to go for a flank here, Extinct does, but he does not want to run into these Banelings, and so he decides, you know what? Let's have a base trade. Extinct actually being a little bit indecisive, it seems, not really sure what he wants to go for. And Demi is able to get some very nice Baneling connections onto these drones. Should be able to get another one. 6 drones already go down, and 7 as well. But Extinct, he's continuing to pile on the pressure on top of Demi's third. Now, Demi is up on workers, but he can't really make use of that. Especially now that his third base is gone. That is, as well, some production going down. That being said though, Demi's so far ahead right now. Already starting to saturate everything. Extinct can't really do too much, but the time has come for him to put the pressure on. He knows that he can't catch up economically right now, so he needs to do as much damage to Demi as possible. Trying to sneak in, and he is able to actually do so. These will draw the Lings away, but that is not the best use of a Baneling hit right now for Extinct. And Demi, he was down a little bit, but now these Lings are out, and they're getting fantastic surrounds on top of these Roaches. Gonna be able to have some Banelings to soften them up a little bit. And actually, the army supplies are about even. However, right now, it is not in favor. That army of Extinct is not where he wants it to be, and it just continues to fall. So continue as the Roaches of Extinct continue to trickle in. And well, okay, that would have been disastrous if Demi had not reacted in time, but thankfully he did, and he is actually able to pick off these Banelings with his Lings as well. We should now be seeing Demi just win this game. GG is called. And once again, Demi showing us why he is the aggressor. Taking that up one. His mic is a little better. Ah, sweet. Alright. Now, as we wait for Extinct's map pick. Good to hear that the mic is a better, Geohan. I've been fiddling about on it consistently. Acropolis is going to be our map choice from Extinct. Let's again remember Game Heart. And look at that, Mariluka's Initiative, jumping right into the lobby. Mariluka's, of course, being our German caster. I don't believe he has casted that much GPOs. I think his first might have been one of the weeks where I wasn't around. But good to hear that he is now coming in to help us with GPO as well as SEO. If you are interested in checking that out, then you can put exclamation mark Gercast, that's G-E-R cast, in the chat to check out Mariluka's. Good place to learn German. Kind of, I would say. Phoenix definitely vouches for him in that regard, the educational regard. And speaking of education, Acropolis, where the Parthenon resides, that is where the Oracle is at. And that's where you go to get educated. Knowledge is power. And speaking of knowledge, here we have it in the top left hand corner of the map, spawning in the top left hand corner of the map. We have the Yellow Zerg representing Team SCX Philippines, as well as the Archipelago, I want to say. Philippines is, because Philippines is like, got like 2 major islands, right? And then there's like a bunch of smaller islands, like basically like how Indonesia is like. Is that how Philippines work? I mean, regardless, it is a great Southeast Asian nation of the Philippines. The Yellow Zerg representing SCX Philippines and the Philippines. We have the Exo Zerg. We have Extinct. And in the bottom right hand corner of the map, spawning in the bottom right hand corner of the map, the Red Zerg taking that first series win, map win, in convincing fashion. We have it here representing Team OSC Elite, as well as the South Asian nation of India. He is the shark himself. Everybody give it up for Demi. Oh, man. I haven't casted in so long, I forgot how to use my diaphragm. It is something tricky to learn. And this is fairly interesting coming out from Extinct. Going for that evolution chamber first. I wish that I could remember how the build for this, or the build order for this goes. Because I do believe it's... God, I don't remember. I want to say that typically with this you go, whatchamacallit, Lingbane, and you just pile on, because you get like +1 melee very quick, but yep, +1 melee, so there it is. I was right! Woohoo! Although initially I wanted to say it was some kind of roach timing, which we now know it is not. As we watch these lings just travel across the map, they're gonna make an impact once they get across the map, let me tell you that. Demi though, I think he is fairly confident in his ling control, and he should be. I think out of any other player in the Grand Platypus Open, Demi is Definitely one who is renowned for being able to control his links pretty well. And he has a backup queen as well, so he can comfortably defend that third. Or not even worry about defending that third, rather. Alright, these links are gonna try to turn around and fight, but +1 is not finished, so they will actually just fall to superior numbers. Although, that said, this could draw attention away from Demi if Extinct decides to go for a multi-prong, but he does not. Which is fair enough, he did. I'm guessing he realized it wouldn't really be worth it, considering the defender's advantage or whatnot, or whatever it is that Lambo says about, whatchamacallit, defender's advantage in CBZ. Demi, now going for the counterattack. Extinct has wisely walled this off very, very well. That is, you're not gonna be able to get through that. You could chisel away at the queen, but, yeah, to what end? Extinct, meanwhile, is building up his forces in the back. The Lynx could manage to squeeze through, but realizing that there's just way too much there for Extinct, Demi, he's just gonna cut his losses and go home. Getting queen, that ain't bad. That ain't bad damage, let me tell you. And yeah, both players just gonna transition to Roach Sage. Extinct, since he did get that +1 melee, does want to make use of it. And so the Link Flood is coming in, and there should be a flank here that could potentially sandwich these links of Demi, but he was able to clear out one end very, very well, and not wanting to deal with any of the queen backup. Extinct does pull away, and Demi, it's kind of hard to say who's winning this fight right now. Demi is trading very well, however Extinct is pouring more and more links in, but once these roaches are out in the field and making their stand, I do not think that the links of Extinct are gonna continue to come in anytime soon. And Extinct realizes, I need to catch up now, man. I need to catch up on my roach count and try to make use of these links wherever I can. He has gotten that Baneling Nest, so if he's sneaky, he could get a couple of drone hits and connections here and there. But it's tough against someone who has Overlord spread everywhere and has his main army at choke areas. So in the mind of Extinct, what is going on? Okay, gonna try to rope around, but I think notices that it's not the most fruitful thing that he could do. Gonna maybe try to brute force his way in, but once he sees the concave of roaches, nah, no dice. No dice, man. And this has got to be a little bit frustrating as Extinct. You know, his plan of attack didn't really pan out, and now he's stuck with a bunch of units that he doesn't necessarily want, trying to find a use for them, while he still needs to play catch-up, while he's still behind in terms of workers and army. I kind of want to say maybe throw down an Idosworm. I mean, that is going to get hatched soon, so may as well, right? But yeah, I think I'm not gonna tell Extinct how he should play the game. He is a much better player than I. Alright, these Ravagers could help out and try to turn the tides around or even things out, but I'm not convinced so much. Even has the Queens here for additional damage Debbie does. He has to hit the best Corrosive Biles in his career in order to actually get some damage done, and I'm just not convinced he's able to do it. Debbie shifts away, and now trying to reposture, but I'm not sure if Extinct can find it necessarily. He is keeping Demi here though, so if he wants to continue to drone up as he is, get that tech up as well if he can. This could buy him enough time, but I'm not too optimistic. But as I say, anything can happen, right? Alright, Demi is not gonna be... He's not gonna be scared away for too long. continue to push Extinct back. He realizes, oh, I'm ahead. I have the numbers on you, man. I have your number. I have twice your number, in fact. And yeah, Extinct driven all the way back home. Demi gonna force this and fight the army. Does send out a small amount of roaches away, but GG is called. And Demi, once again, as usual, gonna be taking that first series of the day in fairly convincing fashion. Oh, that is not a good. Time to fiddle with the crops every now and then and try to find it in, but first, should probably set up our next lobby. It will be Demi versus Upley. Hell yeah. Upley, of course, being our I think one of the more well-known Vietnamese players, at least in the whatchamacallit, sort of semi-pro scene. He's fairly whatchamacallit. I say renowned? I have a word in mind. I have to remember what it is. Whatchamacallit? Stylistic, that's the one. I actually don't remember if he is particularly stylistic. What I do remember is he is a Zerg player from Vietnam, and he is not necessarily at all like, what's his name? Like someone like, say, Mio Micah or that other Vietnamese Zerg player that I'm thinking of that I don't remember their name, and I'm very sorry. But every now and then, that little bit of Vietnamese influence sort of shines through. That little bit of sort of Mio Micah influence does shine through. Our next map, of course. Actually, I should fiddle with the filters now. Our next map, of course, being Disco Bloodbath. One of the more divisive maps, I would say, in the current map pool. You either love it or you hate it. No, not left. Just because it's at the top doesn't mean it is the top crop, let me tell you. You gotta be careful about that when it comes to OBS. Yeah, that should be fine. It cuts off the top a little at 45. How about that? How about I do you 40? How about I do you 30? There we go, 730. That's a pretty good number to have on your top crop for this particular bracket. Hey, Milk is here in chat, or was here in chat, or is here in chat. Do clarify if you would. Let's see Milk again. Once Milk, obviously, our whatchamacallit, #1 cook on Twitch. Oh, I'm dropping frames. Let's see, what is he doing with my bandwidth? And it's at this point I just sort of think, you know what? Time to close everything that might be eating internet. Ah, alright. Turns out it was just, whatchamacallit. So it was just Origin. Brilliant. Upley seems to have a little bit of trouble joining the chat, or joining the lobby, rather. Could be a lobby bug, could be a AFK. Okay, he is here. I just generally assume that it is lobby bug. This is StarCraft we're talking about, so. Yeah, it definitely seems to be a lobby bug. Yep. And there we have it. Sometimes you gotta relog in order to get the lobby bug to fix itself, and sometimes you just gotta wait a little bit, you know. Or do I have Origin open? I forgot to close it yesterday. That is my biggest mistake. And speaking of mistakes, Disco Bloodbath, am I right? And the sort of like, wait, so this would be like, no, this would be like 12. You can't see the cursor, so it's like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, so this would be like 12-ish, so this would be like 11-ish, so this would be like 10-ish, so this would be like, no, this would be 9, so this would be like 940-ish, and the 940, no wait, and by 940 I mean like, yeah, so it would be like in between 10 and 9, so it would be like, yeah, it would be in between 10 and, no wait, if this is 10 and this, yeah, okay, it does make sense, That's it. In the 940-ish position of the map, spawning in the 940-ish position of the map, we have the Red Zerg. Just taking his first series in very convincing fashion, but now having to go up against one of the top players from Vietnam. We have the Red Zerg, representing Team OSC Elite, as well as the nation of India. We have the shark himself, Demi. And in the 425-ish question mark corner of the map, swatting in, no, that was more like 325-ish. What it? Yeah, 325-ish. Actually, no, why? I could have just gone with minutes the entire time, so this would be like the 40-ish minute, like, thingy thing. And this would be like the 20th minute thingy thing, right? 320-ish on the map, spawning in 325-ish on the map. The Blue Zerg, representing, totally not bringing up the list, that what's his name, Lightmate for Marilekos. I definitely remember all of the stats from the players, representing Heroes of God, as well as the nation of Vietnam, one of the top aces of that team in the Vietnam Team League. We have Upperly. the winner of a good many Aodai weeklies, if I do recall correctly. Think what are they on? They're on, I want to say, Aodai 14? Aodai 15 now? And I think Upley or Uplay has won, I want to say 5 of them? 4 of them? 6 of them? A good number of them, regardless. And it's time to show off what he can do against our 8-time Grand Platypus Open champion, Demi. Do remember, I do believe Upley has played in the GPO before, but I don't actually remember him playing against Demi. Now, that doesn't mean that it didn't happen, because my memory is, I would say, as bad as Steel's. So, don't take my recollection as any sort of authority, but what we can do now is look at the current present and look at these Lings just marching across the map from Demi. Once again, the shark maneuver. He's gonna be swooping in hot, gonna be biting off and taking out this third, and he's just gonna swoop away like a shark. But much like the porcupine fish, Upley has got some defenses up in the form of these spiky banelings. However, Demi not gonna fall for it. Gonna be able to take him out with complete efficiency and get a cancel on that base. Now, I don't think that Demi should continue to be able to contest this now that the queens are out, but just forcing her to cancel twice is, it's pretty good. It's annoying, definitely, let me tell you that. And it definitely gives him the momentum to go into this game. Upley only now getting his Roach Warren, Demi almost complete on that regard. His lair? Nope, Demi is going lairless for the time being. So that is one way that Upley does have an advantage. However, does he have the economy to back this up? I think on 2 bases, yes, absolutely. So I don't even know what the point I was trying to make there was. But, you know, Upley, he's got an advantage in terms of he's got lair. Will that really matter in the long run if these Lings come in? There was able to get a Balin connection to take out, I believe, just a handful of Lings, but it's not enough. All of these Lings from Demi are harassing the third once again, but the Banelings of his do get cancelled. Upley's Banelings almost dead, but they are just about going to complete. But it's not going to be enough to drive away these Lings, and Demi does get the kill. Like a shark. Alright, this is, I would say, an act of desperation on Upley's part, getting the Nidus Worm. I don't believe that he was actually planning to do this, but now, you know, at this moment, it's like, you know what, I'm down a base, you keep canceling it for me. However, I did get my lair, so I'm gonna make use of it. Always entirely possible that he was planning to go Nidus from the start. Overseer just gonna be a little bit threatening. Just be like, hey, you never know what I might do. I might contaminate your lair. Yeah, what then? What then? Gonna do nothing. Okay, looking at some possible Nidus locations of Upley. Does seem like he wants to set one up in the main base of Demi, judging from this Overseer. Not too sure how wise that is, but again, I ain't gonna question it. Much better player than I am, I can tell you that. Okay. Hopefully not really intending to use this Nidus too much now. Demi, meanwhile, gonna march his Cucaracha right across the map. He knows that he's on the up and up. Much like a shark sniffs out blood in the water, Demi, he sniffs out his numerical advantage in terms of roaches. Upley, should not be ready for this. Once again, much like the previous game versus Extinct, he really needs to get some very good piles off if he's gonna even out this chance, but Demi is not gonna allow that to happen. Charges straight forward and manages to take out quite a handful of these roaches. his upgrade. The upgrades are even right now, but Demi very soon will have a short window of opportunity. This is a very nice position for Upply, though. Gonna be able to get that surround and that concave. Demi is gonna try to reinforce, but I think it's just a little bit too late. He can definitely continue to mount this pressure, though, and doing so morphs his injured roaches into Ravagers. It's gonna be what he absolutely needs. Those are the biles that he wants, and ooh, Upply, not quite the biles that he wanted right there. But I don't think Demi has realized. But I think Demi has realized that he can't quite break this yet. Decides to return home. That Nidus is finally going to come into play from Upply, and Demi is out of position for this. I don't think he realizes it, despite it being right on his mineral line. Yeah, these 4 roaches here. But yeah, I don't think he reacted in fast enough. That is some very fantastic bailing hit from Upply. He does have the high ground and he does have the ramp, but he did allow Demi to come up, and this contests it quite a bit. Gonna back off and retreat to this other Nidus location right here, right by the third of Demi. And he should be able to get some really good damage done here. At least we would get a kill or 2. Alright, nice little surround from Upply. He is ahead in upgrades right now, but I think the defender's advantage is starting to really show itself from Demi as these roaches morph or hatch right on top of the fight. To be able to pick off the Ravager as well, Demi does. And now he's wise. He knows that Upply is just going to continue to throw Niduses back and forth, and thus vigilantly keep his roaches in position. So that was a little bit annoying, getting all of those drones killed. It has to be annoying for Demi anyway. But that being said, he is still ahead in workers, even though it's only a 2-way worker lead for them. There's that contaminate! I told you, man! I told you! Well, what's Demi gonna do about this contamination, huh? Huh? Nothing. He's gonna sit there and wait for it. Because he can't do nothing against contamination. What can anybody do against contamination? Easily the strongest spell in the game, let me tell you. Alright, both players now gonna go into their Muta switch. I know Demi in particular is somebody who I remember him, at least back in the day, for his Muta switches. He is able to pull them off fantastically. Upply, though, in the Out Eye Weekly and in the Vietnamese Team League, or the Vietnam Team League rather, he has shown himself to also be able to pull this off. A sort of Muta switch, and it might just be what he needs. Demi, though, he has so many roaches and ravagers, and Upply will not be able to get those Mutalisks up in time, I don't think, as these roaches already march onto the 4th base of Upply. Upply's gonna sally out, try to defend this, but Demi, man, he's out for blood now. He wants to keep this going, and unfazed by the Mutas. Oh no, I'm sorry, actually very phased by the Mutas. Oh no. These roaches backed into a corner. They don't know what to do, man. It's these Mutalisks. Alright, Demi retreats. Gonna go back into where he has decent anti-air. Back into his home bases. Upply. Oh, he got the switch out quicker, and he's going to be able to abuse this fact. Going to try to snipe overlords here and there wherever he can. Actually, Upply's overlords are the ones getting sniped right now. But Demi, don't speak of Muta switch to Demi. He was there when it was written. Alright, as these Mutas fight off into skies, these roaches are going to clash against each other on the ground. Demi going to be able to take that sky battle in convincing fashion thanks to some fantastic control and boxing. And now the ground is his as well. Upply has just lost so much army supply in that fight, and I have lost the ability to use my diaphragm apparently. Alright, these roaches are... Upply's trying to make use of these roaches, trying to see whatever he can do, but I think he knows that the writing is on the wall. He's gonna stay in there because he does still have a fairly fruitful economy, or a fairly strong economy, but I just don't think he quite has the production he needs. He doesn't have a bank, that's for one, despite his income getting up there slowly but surely. He just doesn't quite have the resources he needs right now, and he is able to defend against any sort of ground harass from Demi thanks to these spines and these mutas. But once again, Demi, he's bloodlusted. This is like much like a shark when they're injured. No, actually that's false. So when the shark is injured, they retreat. But Demi is bloodlusted right now. He is on the berserk. He knows he can win, or at least put himself in a position where he's won. And so that's what he's gonna go for. These roaches, they're expendable, man. So long as they get the damage done, the economic damage, he doesn't even care if they die to these mutas. He's getting mutas of his own right now. GG is called by Upley. And Demi is gonna take that first map. Gonna bring this up 1-0 in this best of 3 series. As we await for Upley's next map choice, let me remind you all that we still do have these Matcherino codes. Oh, I heard a click!
Ah! God damn it, Yaku. What are you doing?
I heard a click! I heard a click, man! I had to react to it.
Yeah. Are you gonna introduce me? What's going on?
Here we have it, folks. Joining me on the caster desk. Now, not quite relieved of his admin duties. However, no, I think, yeah, no, you can't say relieved, right? Because, I mean, it's not like you're fired. It's like you're just... somebody else is here to pick up.
Yes, Kura.
God damn, why do you have to have an underscore in your name?
God damn it, Yaku.
That's the key that's the key, since I don't think, yeah, there's a 2-minute delay. I don't think you have this audio on stream on anyway. Underscore is what I have bound to casting tool. So when I typed you in, just play the casting tool because liked VIP entering the scene.
Nice, nice. But yeah, so Kura's waking up. She's going to take over adminning, so I've come to help you out.
Yay!
And get through this cast together.
And teach me how to use my diaphragm again.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while, right? Like, I mean, I guess you casted in Germany, but like, did that really count? I mean...
No.
Nah.
Because, look, in Germany, the acoustics were great. I had belt out. I didn't have to use my throat.
Did you watch that, bud?
I watched the clips that Steel made.
Nice.
Alright, we're just waiting for Upley's next map choice.
Yeah.
I think Upley might be having some troubles, like, in-game. Like, some kind of bugs.
Yeah.
Because he had some lobby bug. Or, well, not the typical lobby bug, either. It's just... when you send him an invite, he just didn't receive it, and then when he tried to join in-game, like, join manually, he just got kicked from the lobby automatically.
Weird.
So then we tried once again, and then suddenly it worked.
God damn it, Blizzard. Just...
fucking Blizz, man. Oh, I think he tried to relog.
Yeah, I was just saying that he doesn't seem to be in chat, so maybe relogging, maybe to try and fix his issues.
Yep.
But yeah, so how has the cast been so far? How have the games been?
Demi is looking like a shark. I can tell you that. Wait, what am I doing?
Yeah.
You're watching stream.
I was. I didn't get to see the very first series, or
Ah.
very first match, I should say. But yeah, like that last game, I like the idea of Upley. I don't know if he watches a lot of Demi's play, but the idea that he also went mutas as well,
Mhm.
that's like
Yeah, he
Demi's
went Muta
move.
quicker.
Yeah. He's like Demi light, you know, like or at
Demi
least
light.
trying to emulate him. Yeah. I'm going to message him on Discord. I believe I haven't. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
uh,
Oh. All right. So you message you in Discord.
yeah, yeah, he's currently in the
Oh.
blackout.
Oh. Oof. Can I get some oofs in chat right now?
That's
That's
rough.
ouch, man. I thought Israel was bad with this, but Vietnam, man. It happens.
Nah, I'm just there's some conspiracy, mate.
It's the uncles, dude. It's the uncles. It's Uncle
Uncle
Gaming.
Gaming, man. They showed their hand. Oh my god.
Oh, dude.
They were salty, man. They didn't get into the playoffs. You know, Heroes of God did, but
And I
they
think
didn't.
Heroes of God was like one above them or two.
Yeah.
Like Uncle Gaming had to be Heroes of God, dude. This is why you don't mess with the uncles, man. They have a stranglehold on what you would call it.
on, on the VPN.
Yeah, on the
The
VPNs.
VPN service.
Yep. There we go. They're probably the ones who hacked NordVPN that back in the day. And by back in the day, I mean like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, no, don't mess with the uncles. Alright. So, does he think that it's gonna be resolved soon, TM-ish? Or will we be forced to give Demi the walkover? By the way, as we do try to resolve these, before I got overly excited from hearing a single click earlier on, the Maturito codes, can we still have quite a couple to use? Actually, I haven't used it. I'm a hypocrite. I'm sorry. I won't tell you to use the Maturito code when I haven't yet. Let me. I won't be a hypocrite. I'm sorry.
So Simon also got told.
Yep. So what happens, man.
I like the idea of Upley like reopened his window.
Yeah. He's like, hey, Simon! But how close are they? Wait, how close are they that Justice Simon's area is unaffected by the blackout, but Upley's is?
Yeah.
Or maybe Upley is just as he knows how to use his diaphragm. Yep, Demi a little bit angsty. He does not want anything to stand in his way of the 9-time GPO win. But we will have to resolve this in due time. Demi versus Oreo, that brings me back, way back to the first ever Grand Platypus. Okay.
Yeah.
Upley will forfeit his spot.
Upley does not think he will get electricity back anytime soon, so he is forfeiting.
Light, I did it again.
What did you do?
I typed Orea instead of Oreo.
God damn it.
Not Balanced Sesmod. Bad. No, not that one. WCS Gameheart. Alright, Maralacos. Maralacos. There you go. Then, alright, I need to get you in.
So this match is on Australia, right?
Singapore. Do we want to start in Australia?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is why Demi's also getting his VPN ready. See, he knows. He pay.
Yeah, he pays the uncles. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on the good side of the uncles, man.
He knows not to fuck with them.
Man, we need to create a guide, like a safety guide for Southeast Asia, right? So if you go to Singapore, don't go to Monkey Town. If you go to Thailand, don't mess with the uncles.
Yeah, I like it. It's only slightly racist. Something.
Apparently, here's what I learned about Southeast Asia. Going only from my knowledge of Singapore and SC2. I'm not gonna go for my knowledge of the rest of C, but I'm only gonna go from what I heard from StarCraft 2. Vietnam is a paradise where you can get cheap bubble tea and banh mi, and the cats are cute and fat.
And there is Demi. Just...
Yes, yep, getting it all ready. Water! This isn't a good mic for ASMR. Well, unless it's smooth talking ASMR sort of thingy thing. But not like... But we'll try regardless. Alright, can we get Oreo? Yep, there's Oreo. He's on his way. Gotta wait 2, 3. Oh, okay. Because usually I like to like wait for like 3 to 5 seconds before inviting a player. Because initialization takes a little while. But Oreo taking initiative, gonna join immediately and then get yeeted out.
Yeah, he just said he has lollipop. He's gonna reload. Nice.
Such is the way of life. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Vietnam paradise. The cats are fat and cute.
Have you been
There's
to Vietnam?
cheap bubble. I have not actually. I almost did.
What does that mean?
Back in like when I was in secondary school, we had this sort of like thingy thing where
like a school trip?
Yeah, school trip, and we'd have like groups that would be sent throughout Southeast Asia. Mostly it was to Mostly it was because when you grow up in Singapore, you'll be like, yeah, we'll send you to the other country, our neighbors, so we can say that we're better. But yeah, that was the thing. And I thought, you know what? Vietnam. That sounds pretty good. But then there was this one guy who I really didn't like who was going to Vietnam, so I thought, oh, never mind. I'll go to Cambodia.
Wait. Okay. Wait, so you could choose which country to go to.
Yeah, or you could appeal.
Ah, okay. Okay. You could appeal. Okay.
Otherwise, it was just random. But everybody did send in like, "Hey, I prefer this place."
You had to send in a form, you know.
Yeah.
You had to appear at a hearing.
Yep.
Before a judge.
You had to get a license. You had to go for the board.
You had to get a suit.
The board of uncles. Yep.
The board of uncles decided.
I'm imagining that now. The uncles have a whole legal team and a board.
Yeah,
Dude, this lore is getting rich. The Uncle Gaming lore is getting pretty rich.
They decide. It's not just over the internet firewall protection.
Yep.
Okay, they decide where you go and
Have
see.
account? Exactly. Dude, the uncles just run the entire region, man. They have a council and a board. Don't mess with the uncles. This lore is getting rich. And speaking of rich, I'm sure Demi is feeling pretty rich after these 8 GPOs that he's won. But coming here to God damn it. I should not have said I bet Debbie is feeling pretty rich yet. God damn it. I bet this player is feeling pretty rich. There we go. After winning his 8 GPO championships. Here we have it, representing OSC Elite as well as the nation of India. We have the Red Zerg, the shark himself. We have Demi. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the Purple Zerg. Purple is a champion's color, let me tell you that. Anybody who has purple and your thingy thing, that is whatchamacallit. I like it. Purple. I'm not actually a big fan of purple, but something about the StarCraft 2 purple. It's nice. It's a nice color. We have the Purple Zerg representing Downfall Gaming as well as the island nation of Australia. We have the first ever player to contest the WNA finals and now trying to contest them again. We have... God damn it! Oreo/Oria.
Did you misspell it?
You'll see when the 2-minute delay catches up. I forgot that I messed something up in casting tool back in the day. Because I haven't like casted Oreo in a long time, right? So I always... So back in the day... Because you know how aliases work?
Yeah.
I don't know how aliases work. So I put an alias for Oreo for another player called Vivon Zulol. I think I misclicked or something. But then because I never casted Oreo again since then, I was just like, yeah, I'll remember to fix that when I have... I'll remember to fix that after the cast. Forgot about it. Forgot about it entirely. Until today.
God damn it. Oh my god. Alright, so...
Here's the thing, I don't know how to fix aliases. So, you're gonna be Vivon Zulol for a while, Oreo, I'm sorry.
I'm sure there's like a list in casting tool
probably,
that you can access, maybe. Alright. But, we have a pretty like similar openings coming out of both players, I would say. Like they're both, you know, going Ling Bane, they're both getting the Evo chambers, no one's going like fast roaches or anything like that. But Oreo's been a little bit ahead. You know, he got his third a little bit faster, he got his Evos a little bit faster. So yeah,
that's
good.
Definitely. I should definitely think so. +1 range. Alright, so Oreo not gonna try to contest a shark in his waters. He's gonna be on a boat, and he's gonna have a harpoon, and he's gonna shoot the shark with +1 range.
Yeah. It's a little bit interesting because bearing in mind that we are playing on Australia in the first game, so Oreo does have the ping advantage if things did go like Ling Bane, but no, instead he's like, you know what, I'm just gonna go straight up.
You think so, but Demi, he's with the uncles, man. You think that Demi has a ping disadvantage, but...
That's true, that's true. Yeah, it's like, yeah. He is using a VPN right now, so he does have that on his side.
He's using the uncle's VPN. That's we did mention earlier, after that last game, that Demi is pretty renowned for his Muta switch, which was why we thought it was really, I would say surprising, but also a pleasant surprise that Upley decided to fight Demi at his own match. But I think really, more than anything, they're just reinvigorated Demi. That was like, oh dude, I remember Mutas, such a fun unit.
Yeah, this is this is okay. So what just happened? Demi just sent in a Ling. Oreo denied it, but I think it was close enough to see that a Nidus being built behind the wall.
It was.
I don't know if he clicked on it because it died very quickly.
Didn't click on it, I don't think.
And this could be like insanely good for Oreo because right now Demi, he's going Ling, Bane, Spire, but he is throwing down a bunch of Spines, so he does know that an attack could be coming. Oh, and it's coming from the front, and Demi spots it. Oh no.
Well, that is not the best use of a Nidus.
Yeah. Like Oreo, he's on a timer right now.
Setting another one up, but he keeps putting them down in Demi's vision.
Yeah, Demi's vision is really good. Like, you can see his overlord spread is all around his 3 bases. Like, he'll be able to spot it, and the more he denies this, like, the worse it's going to be for Oreo, because Mutas, they're already on their way.
Corner of his eye.
There's 11.
But he does actually pop that out. There are 11 coming out. And, this is not panning out too well for Oreo right now, let me tell you.
Yeah, and now the
Mutas are out. Alright, gonna try to go for the Nidus. Actually, is this enough? It seems to be. God, you wouldn't think so.
Yeah, he's not gonna get a Nidus up. He's getting another one at the natural, but oh my god, Demi's just all over the place. He's getting his 4th behind this as well.
Yeah, exactly. Why not? And Oreo, I think he's realized, yeah, I'm not gonna get the Nidus out, so I'm gonna use it to distract you while I march these roaches across the map. And he is able to get that cancel, but not much else.
Yeah, he gets surrounded by the Lings. This Nidus is going to get up, which is nice, and he needs the Queen's.
He is actually able to get out quite a number of these units out. It only takes one sometimes, and there aren't enough Mutas here to really contest these Queens. It's a very nice defensible location up here with the Spines, though.
For sure, there's like, what, 6 Spines? Like, he's going to be fine against this. Oreo does have transfuses, though, so he can try and brute force his way up, but... he's even trying to throw down more Niduses.
Well, multi-prong is pretty good, like as we have said. He is going to try to brute force this, Oreo does. But the Mutas now undistracted, going to come in for the kill. Very nice transfuses on these Queens. However, they were all transfusing only one Queen, and now they're out of energy. These Queens are not long for this world. But there's a lot of roaches now. But it looks like Demi has a good split on his Muta forces.
Oh, but he's getting more what, roaches 16, 17 worker kills?
He's getting 16, 18, 19, 20. Ooh, lordy. That's about the damage that you need to... That's about the damage that you need to do to Demi. If you are Oreo
and as
right
Oreo
now.
was doing all of this, like it took him a long time to deal damage, but he did, and he's already got Hydras on the way. Like he was already taking up behind us.
Yep, that he does. He is taking up to whatchamacallit, Hive as well. Hasn't gotten the 4th base, however, he has been saturating his 3rd base behind this, which I don't think can seem to be.
I don't know if he has enough though. I don't know if he has enough Hydras.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to be enough anti-air. GG is called.
GG.
Man, that was looking so good.
Yeah, that almost went Oreo's way. Like, imagine if Oreo had done that, had played this game out, but, you know, his Niduses didn't get denied as hard as they did.
Yeah. His Niduses didn't get denied as... Denied. Donated.
Oh my god. Yeah, and if Demi had given him just a little bit more time, like he had a bunch of spores finishing up, he had those hydras on the way, he just didn't have enough. Like he just needed a little bit more time to get to squeeze them out. Demi, he was just on it.
And yep, that is why you need to kill the shark. You can't just damage it because not many sharks will run away after being injured. Not the demi shark. Doo. Oh, you made a lobby. Brilliant, great. Shaded because I was having trouble making the own one. It gave me an error for some reason. But Ephemeron is gonna be our next map. That's it. Ephemeron is gonna be our next map. Kuro. Ephemeron is gonna be our next match group.
What are you saying? What are you talking about?
Ephemeron is our next map.
Yeah, it is.
Kuro.
What are you talking about?
I think Kuro has a blog. Or vlog, sorry.
Ah, okay.
That you've not seen yet.
No, have not. Oh, Practice X, thank you for rating the stream.
Oh, Dankeschön. Welcome viewers of Practice X. Practice X, of course, being
Oh, while we wait for Oreo, do you want to fix up the casting tool? Or try to fix up the alias?
Yeah, that works. Oh wait, this is set to Singapore, right?
Yes.
Okay, nice. How do I settings profile?
But yeah, like, especially thinking about last
language.
game, if Oreo had just gone across the map instead of constantly throwing down Niduses, like, I know it's difficult, but like after like 2, you have to realize like, all right, this isn't gonna work. Just go across the map, because he did spend like quite a while trying to continue to throw down Niduses and really like him not getting anything out of it, just Demi buying more and more time.
I agree. Alias, there it is. Yes, Aeon Leader, Charlemagne, Dalicat, Mayfire, Jot Riltos, Vivon Zulol. Can I remove aliases? Thank you.
Nice.
Oh, I can fix up Stewie ZK and Stewie 2000. These are some names that I've not heard in a while. Got Saxy, got Misenhauer, got I Only SC. And speaking of names, these players have them. For instance, the player in the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map. He is the 8-time Garrett. 8-time GPO champion. Gonna be coming in to try to make it a 9, but his opponent's gonna try to deny that. We have the Red Zerg representing OSC Elite, as well as the Nation of India. He is teamless. We have Demi Shark. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, the Purple Zerg. Purple is a fantastic color, and when you combine it with these classic drone skins, fantastic, I do declare. The purple Zerg representing Downfall Gaming, as well as the island, small island of Australia. We have Oreo. Not to be confused with Oria. Yeah, it worked.
Nice, nice. Alright, so
I wonder what Demi thinks of us constantly calling him the shark.
I feel like we need to ask him at some point. At some point, we need to bring it up.
And I'd be like,
he's gonna be like, "What?
What?
Well, why?" He's gonna be so confused.
And then we show him the clip, and he's gonna be even more confused.
Yeah. Both players mirroring each other so far. I do kind of feel for Oreo right now though, because again, last game was his game, like, to do something. Like, really, if he had pulled it off, like, he would have been so far ahead, especially because Demi, you know, he was skipping roaches, he was taking up to muters. He didn't really have anything for the longest time. He just had lings, but it just didn't go his way. And coming into game 2, like, I feel like, again, it's on Oreo to do something to try and catch Demi off guard. Maybe not with Nidus play, but maybe with something else.
I definitely do think so. Maybe with Neural. Yeah?
Neural?
Yeah. Neural drone of Demi.
Oh, yeah, so you can play, like, using Demi's race.
Yes! You use his own units against it. It's 2 races versus 1.
Oh, we do have a lot of lings on the way, though, from Oreo.
That might be a
16
something
on
to
the
catch
way.
Demi off guard.
Yeah, he doesn't have a bailing list. He is getting a third, but this is just a pure ling flood. Upgradeless as well. He doesn't have an Evo chamber.
That he does not. Going for the Roach Warren as well. Alright, so this isn't quite all in from Oreo. He will try to transition if this doesn't kill Demi outright. Demi, though, he sniffs blood, much like a shark.
Yeah, and he's gonna have banelings ready as well.
Prepare
So
for this.
yeah, the amount that these things can do isn't that. Oh my god, he needs to be so careful.
Yeah, he does not want to waste those banelings, though.
Nice. Good control coming out of both players. Oreo trying to trigger those banelings.
Trigger this into a flag, but Demi, hello?
Oh god.
Not sure where he was saying those banelings earlier, but now gonna try to get something done. Demi gonna chase these lings all the way back to Australia.
Yeah. At the same time, Oreo is making a bunch of roaches, so
this
he
could be
should
what
be
he
able
needs.
to...
Turn around! Oh, well.
And he does catch those banelings. Oreo does have now roaches to defend, so he should be okay against this, like, potential ling counterattack. Making banes of his own, actually. Okay. Very ballsy. I know,
Alright,
Oreo
now
does have his own
Oreo is
VPN.
all in. Oreo has his own Warren?
Yeah, he has his own VPN as well. Like, that's why he
right.
logged out. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Apologies for throwing my mouse across. Yeah.
Oh, but Oreo does have the roach advantage.
That he does. His banelings are going to try to get some damage done. That is some good connections. And this might just be enough. Absolutely. And he already has the roaches advantage. This just might be what Oreo needs to take the game.
Yeah, he can't waste those banelings. Like, he has to wait for the links to come out and not waste them. Because
he might
Demi
not
does have
even need the
defender's
banelings, though, to be entirely honest with you. Like, he is managing to pick off these roaches as they trickle forward. Demi is trying to get something done, but GG is called.
GG! Mate, how often does Demi drop a map? Stay with me, Yaku. Stay
Every
with
now
me.
and then.
Every now and then, mate. I don't think he lost a single map last week. Just saying.
Yeah. We gotta try to look for the logos of the teams on Wikipedia. OSCE, yes, thank you.
He's teamless. Yaku. Get the downfall one, but
Right.
oh my god.
I just muted myself on Discord, my mistake. My new alias player name goes first, alternate name goes second.
Demi didn't realize it was his map pick. It's like, what?
That's, yeah. It's,
People just normally make lobbies.
Yeah. Just normally make a lobby and I get invited. I'm a talent.
This will be on Australia, by the way.
Ah, so now Demi is the one with the ping advantage.
What?
Krapadopolis will be our next map. Or the Parthenon decides. Are you making lobby or am I?
I'm making the lobby.
Hey.
I'm just trying to think about what Oreo can do next. So he went for like a very aggressive lobby bug. Nice.
Oh. He did go for a very aggressive Ling Bane into Roach.
Can you make the lobby? I cannot.
Alright.
Make sure you're set to Australia.
Yep.
Sweet.
Why did you have to join the minute I move Demi up into the player?
Alright, I think we are good. Oh,
Nope.
never mind.
Oreo still needs to not have lobby bug.
Oh no, yeah, he's turning off VPN. Otherwise, he's gonna be in Singapore. Okay.
Wait, how
yeah.
does that? Does that actually help? I was thinking it'd
VPN?
have the
Yeah.
opposite effect on ping.
No. Oh, like because it like reroutes you like directly
Right.
to like Singapore or to wherever you need to be.
Right. Does that really help? Does it help that much?
I mean, I'm sure it wouldn't really matter for us, like
Right.
like as in people who aren't pro players.
Because in my
But I mean-
experience, when I try to VPN, my ping just gets doubled.
I feel like you're not doing it properly.
It's maybe not.
You know what the issue is. You know what the issue is. You're not using.
I'm not using
Uncle
the
Gaming's
uncles.
VPN.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
That's exactly the only VPN for C/OSC, OCE, /EU/Korean /Chinese/Taiwanese/NA/SA, and by SA I mean South Africa. In the bottom right hand corner, starting in the bottom right hand corner of the map, we have the purple Zerg, tying up that the series sideways 1-1, being I think the first player in a long time to be able to take a map off of Demilove. He only needs to take one more map away from Demilove in order to make it to the winner bracket or upper bracket finals of this week's GPO. Can he do it? Well, we shall see. We have in the bottom right hand corner of the map, spawning in the bottom right hand corner of the map, the purple Zerg, representing Downfall Gaming, as well as the small island nation of Australia. We have Oria. I forgot to put Downfall Gaming as the thing, so that's the CBD. And also I used the old logo. Oops.
Thanks.
And in the top left corner, spawning in the look, man, Hood Boy, Cloak Boy. Top left-hand corner of the map, the Red Zerg representing OSC Elite, however currently teamless. We have the Red Zerg. He has been bloodied, and now he's gonna try to tenfold his opponent. He is the Red Zerg, the Shark himself, the 8-time, count it, 8-time GPO champion. We have Demi.
I feel like, oh my, that's a very fast lair.
It is.
Oh my. Okay. So we're gonna see something crazy coming out of Oreo. So I was about to say, we need to stress, like, Demi dropping a map, Demi being on match point, like, the only person who's been able to knock Demi down into the lower bracket has been Azure.
Yep.
And that was like in
Rogue.
GPO 4.
Yeah.
That was a while ago. And Oreo, like, he could do it again. And if that happens, like, we could see a new champion today. Like, we have some pretty strong players. We have Beastork, we have Justice Simon, I know that you missed out on it. I think you were in Berlin at the time. Justice Simon took it all the way to the ace match against Demi in the finals of GPO 7. Like, it was insane. It was crazy. Like,
Good.
I know that Demi, he has won every single
PVC.
GPO. But like I feel like these players, like, slowly over time, like the regulars that we have, like, they're getting better. Like, they're getting to know Demi and how he plays. And yeah, we're gonna see something crazy coming out of Oreo. You know, he's getting a very fast Roach Warren. He's got a very fast lair, and there it is. Look at that.
I am looking, or trying to. The way the camera angle of this map works, can't really zoom in too much on things at the edge, but for those who have not picked up on it, 'tis a Nidus network.
Yeah. I didn't get to
throat,
see.
no.
Does Demi know? Did Demi see it? Like, I didn't get to see if he scouted.
He does not.
He doesn't. Okay. So Demi's Roach Warren just finished. But he is continuing to pump out more and more lings.
Oh, he sees it now.
Oh my god, he sees it! No!
All that build up.
Putting it.
All that build
Stop
up, man.
putting your Nidus in places that Demi has vision. Oh my god! Don't put it in the main. Okay, he's not putting it in the main. All right.
Nice.
Oh, but Demi sees it anyway. Wait, no. Okay, that's Oreo's.
He does not.
Nidus. Okay.
That is Oreo's Nidus. Yes, Demi hasn't quite built one quite yet.
And Demi, he's already got roaches on the way. Like, if this had popped out like 10, 20 seconds ago, like, it'd be amazing, but now...
Does have roaches on the way. He does have a very nice link count as well. These roaches are very exposed. It can get surrounded very easily, as can these queens. They are off creep.
Oh no, they're gonna get surrounded!
They are starting to, but another Nidus is popping up right now. Demi needs to make a choice. Does he kill off this army or kill off the reinforcements? But actually, no, he doesn't need to make a choice. He can do both.
Oh no, GG!
I was excited, man. Demi was bloodied, and now he was out for vengeance.
Do not make Niduses against Demi. That's all I have to say. Don't do it. He has eyes everywhere. You could argue that Oreo was like. You could argue that Oreo, he was like a little bit cocky, like a little bit overconfident, because his his Nidus was like right next to the third. Like, to be fair, Demi didn't even need good overlord positioning to see that first Nidus, but yeah.
That I definitely agree with you on. The Nidus, don't do it on whatchamacallit, Demi. Demi has good Overlord spread. He has been. It feels like every time Overlord spread gets brought up, I just remember the time when you kept whatchamacallit. When you kept telling basically any Zerg player when they were like, "Light, what should I do?" You're like, spread your Overlords.
Yes, yes. In ZVZ especially, I always stress this. In ZVZ, like, that's what you want. You don't want no creep spread. It's all about the Overlord spread. And we just saw it, right? Like, Demi, like, he was just on top of every single Nidus.
Oh, Oreo brings up a good point. Whatchamacallit. Demi may not have seen the Nidus, but he has seen the lair.
Yeah.
Yep.
At the start of the game. Yeah. Yeah. Oreo did say in chat that he forgot to hide the lair. As in he forgot to like focus on denying vision, or denying Demi's scouting. So that didn't help either. But yeah. GG, well played to both players.
Yep.
Oreo isn't out of the tournament. He did only just get knocked down to the lower bracket.
Oh yeah, that's right, because we decided that, whatchamacallit, what's it called? 10 players isn't enough for single elim. I disagree, but I respect your decision as the admin.
Yeah.
Wait,
so
how many
we
players do we have
double
today?
win. 11. I think you have 11.
I disagree with your decision, however, I will respect it.
But yeah, if you look at the brackets, we do have Beastork and Justice Simon duking it out just above us.
Yeah, it is definitely a PvP that one should see, I would say. They do have a little bit of a history, Beastork and Justice Simon. I don't think Justice Simon played that often back when the old C weeklies were a thing, but definitely recently, you know, with VTL and with various other online events, they have been vying for that crown.
Yeah, especially like
Rotas.
Again, you weren't here for Justice Simon's run, but you know, when he went to the finals against Demi, he took out Beastork, he took out Azure, you know, he took out like I think it was Pez as well. Like he had a really, really good run.
Oh yeah, that was the one that you were hyping up to Quirky and I. You were like, alright, I spoke to some of my boys in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And I convinced them to come in. And Justice Simon just like, nope. Oh, Quirky just resubbed.
Hey.
Thank Esh and Quirky. Have fun with that League of Legends, whatchamacallit. I actually don't know what you alerted, put in the thing. But Dank Eshen.
Duh.
What do I want to say? Yep. Yeah, Beastork and Justice Simon definitely vying for that sort of Asia Pacific crown. I think, as you said, I don't know, I feel like Beastork has the reputation. He's the old guard when it comes to Asia Pacific Protoss players, but Justice Simon, he is getting up there. Like, as you brought up, he recently destroyed Beastork in the GPO number 7. That's definitely... I want to say that a rivalry could be in the works there, but what I really want to see is I want to throw Bwisk into the mix there.
For sure.
To see. Bwisk, why didn't you sign up today, man?
Yeah, he does know about the events. But yeah, it is one of those things where Demi, you know, he's shown his dominance in this tournament. In GPO, and he definitely is one of the best players in the C/OCE region, but there are just like a couple of players that, you know, haven't played in this, and we don't, you know, we haven't seen him go up against players like Blisk or Probe or Strike, like the top players of those countries. Yeah, yeah.
Why you gotta do this to me, pro man?
But it is definitely something that I would love to see one day.
Oh, yeah, you'll probably see it in what you call it, the next WESG. What do we have? Or what
We do
have
have
you?
WESG Oceania coming up in
Yeah.
a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So there is that.
I think
As
they
we
actually
wait,
switched up the format this year, and by format I mean what you call it, like which country belongs to which region.
Beastork and Justice Simon are out of game.
Oh. Let's see.
Oh.
Hmm?
And they have finished their series.
Oh, okay.
Beastork
Oh, the rivalry is in the
taking
works.
out, yeah, Justice Simon 2-0. And he's gonna face Demi.
The rivalry is in the works. Demi, unfortunately, thinking that they were gonna take a while, decided to go AFK for a bit. But we could cast just Simon
Vivid versus
versus
Oreo.
yeah, Vivid versus Oreo, or just Simon versus Phoenix.